Texas Supreme Court says that judges can refuse to perform same-sex weddings. This is Friday, October 31st, 2025.
Texas Scorecard presents the day's first news for the Lone Star State. The Texas Minute, with your host, Michael Quinn Sullivan.
Thanks for starting the end of your week with the Texas Minute. Today is the last day to vote early ahead of Tuesday's general election, featuring 17 proposed amendments to the state constitution. You can learn about those at texasscorecard.com. Let's get into today's news. Acting Comptroller Kelly Hancock has announced an immediate freeze on all new and renewed certifications for the state's historically underutilized business program, pending a legal review to ensure the program complies with constitutional requirements and recent executive orders. Hancock's move comes amid heightened scrutiny of programs that use race and sex-based criteria in awarding government contracts. The Comptroller's office will be conducting a detailed review of the program's administrative procedures, focusing on the effects of recent court rulings related to the constitutionality of diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives in government. A former Houston charter school teacher is under investigation after allegedly touching a 13-year-old female student and sending her lewd social media messages. According to a search warrant reviewed by ABC 13 in Houston, the 28-year-old teacher, whose name has been withheld since he hasn't been criminally charged, was previously working at Idea Hardy, which is part of the Idea Public Schools charter network. School officials report that the teacher's employment ended in June for reasons unrelated to the current investigation. The teacher's predatory behavior allegedly began in December of last year and continued through May. The student disclosed the abuse to a family member in August. This is the third Idea Public Schools employee accused of sex crimes involving a student this year. Originally intended as a regional grid strengthening plan, experts say the new statewide transmission line project is going to burden Texas's energy prices for years to come without legislative or public consent. Lawmakers had authorized a plan to strengthen grid reliability in the Permian Basin, but the Electric Reliability Council and the Public Utilities Commission have morphed it into a statewide program. The Texas Public Policy Foundation is urging regulators to halt a big portion of the Strategic Transmission Expansion Plan, noting that such programs have never been undertaken without, quote, explicit approval of the legislature. According to the think tank, the cost will be socialized onto all Texans rather than the large load energy consumers who will benefit. The Texas Minute will be right back.
Every day I run into something that I'm dealing with the county judge.
Judge Bray recused himself, but as we'll soon see, he couldn't resist reinserting himself into the process.
Signing notices, setting deadlines, accepting candidate applications, rejecting candidate applications. The dispute that ensued thereafter was centered on whether or not Judge Bray had the authority to do those things or should have been doing those things.
Head over to texasscorecard.com today to watch our latest documentary, Kicking the Circle.
According to the Texas Supreme Court, judges are not required to perform same-sex weddings. This is an issue that's been working its way through the court system. The order was not an explicit response to any specific litigation, but rather added as a comment to a section of the Texas Code of Judicial Conduct known as Canon 4. Some lower courts had interpreted the canon to require judges to perform gay weddings if they were also performing heterosexual weddings. This update is expected to significantly impact cases working through the legal system brought against those judges who have refused to perform same-sex unions. You can find the details on all the stories mentioned today and keep up with the latest news by visiting texasscorecard.com. This edition of the Texas Minute was based on the original reporting of Sidney Henry, Paige Field, and Travis Morgan. Production duties were handled by Riley Edwards. If you enjoy the Texas Minute, please give us a rating, and if you have time, leave a review. We appreciate the feedback, and it helps others find the show. I look forward to seeing you out around the Lone Star State. Now go have a great weekend.